In the seaside village of Driftwood Bay, where salty breezes ruffled laundry lines and gulls cried overhead, lived a girl named Isla. Isla, with her eyes the color of the sea and hair as wild as the ocean waves, spent her days exploring the hidden coves and forgotten corners of the village. One hazy summer afternoon, while rummaging through her grandfather's dusty attic, Isla stumbled upon a peculiar, ornately carved wooden telescope. It felt strangely warm in her hands, and as she held it up to the window, a shimmer of light danced across its lens. Curiosity bubbling inside her, Isla raced out to the harbor, the telescope clutched tightly in her grasp. Her grandfather, Captain Finn, sat mending his fishing nets. Isla, breathless with excitement, blurted out about the telescope. Captain Finn, a man whose weathered face held a lifetime of sea stories, chuckled. "Ah, that's my old spyglass," he said. "It belonged to your great-grandmother, a woman with a knack for finding treasures even the ocean tried to hide." Intrigued, Isla pointed the telescope towards the horizon. The world seemed sharper, colors more vibrant. Suddenly, a flash of light caught her eye. There, on a distant rocky outcrop, stood a crumbling lighthouse, its windows dark and lonely. A shiver of excitement ran down Isla's spine. Could this be a treasure waiting to be found? Ignoring her grandfather's warnings about rough currents, Isla convinced her best friend, Kai, a fearless boy with a mop of sandy hair, to join her. They borrowed an old rowboat, Captain Finn shaking his head good-naturedly but secretly proud of his granddaughter's adventurous spirit. The journey was rough. Waves tossed their little boat like a toy, and salty spray stung their faces. But Isla, fueled by the thrill of adventure, steered them towards the crumbling lighthouse. As they drew closer, the roar of the waves against the rocks seemed to whisper a forgotten song. Docking the boat precariously, they clambered up the slippery rocks. The lighthouse door creaked open with a groan, revealing a dusty interior. Cobwebs hung from the rafters, and chipped paint flaked from the walls. But in the center of the room, bathed in a shaft of sunlight from a broken window, stood a weathered chest. With a pounding heart, Isla pried it open. Inside, nestled in soft velvet, lay a collection of seashells unlike any they had ever seen. Each shell shimmered with an otherworldly glow, swirling with colors like captured rainbows. A note tucked beneath the shells read, "These are whispers of the sea, each holding a story waiting to be told." Isla and Kai spent hours lost in the magic of the shells. Each held them to their ear, and the sound of the ocean transformed into whispers of faraway lands, of mythical creatures, and of shipwrecks laden with gold. By the time they emerged from the lighthouse, the sun was setting, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple. They returned to Driftwood Bay, the seashells tucked safely in a knapsack. That night, huddled by the fireplace, Isla shared the stories whispered by the seashells with her grandfather. The old sailor's eyes sparkled with a youthful glint. "Perhaps," he said, a slow smile spreading across his face, "these are not just stories to be heard, but adventures waiting to be lived." From that day on, Isla and Kai became the village's own explorers, venturing out on their little boat, guided by the whispers of the seashells and their own insatiable curiosity. Driftwood Bay may have been a sleepy village, but thanks to Isla's adventurous spirit and the magic she found beneath the lighthouse, it became a doorway to a world of endless possibilities.